classy people, welcome back to the channel. Crystal here of Crystal's Classy Life. I appreciate you tuning in. What we are doing today, we're talking about my planner setup, my new planner setup, my 2024 planner, my new attitude. I got a new attitude towards my planner, okay? Now, Crystal has bought Happy Planner. I have bought affirmation planners. I bought little planners, big planners, small planners, pocketbook size planners. I have had every planner you can possibly name and not really utilized them to their full potential. But I think the way that I'm doing this one, it's going to work for me, because what I'm going to do, I'm going to let this thing just do everything. I'm going to put everything in one place, because I found for me, I don't seem to do good having multi-planners. Now, I told you all I wanted to go over my 2024 planner with you all because I'm super excited about this planner. I actually purchased this planner from Aldi and it was about $9. Very economical. This is a wire bound planner. 2024 is what it's mapped out for. You've got 2024, 2025 calendar here, so I can look at the years at a glance, and then we've got tabs for all the months of the year. So I think that is super great. So how did I set up my planner? First, I want to show you the little compartments that I think are very useful and helpful. At the beginning of each month, you've got a section for your month's goals, for home, work and school, family and friends, hobbies and interests, finances, self-care. You've got a section for priorities, the month. Then we've got birthdays and special dates, events, what am I grateful for, and then notes, and then a grid. So the next thing that I wanted to let you all see was the fact that at the end, well, let me show you this first. Okay, and then you've got the whole month. We're going to go over this in just a minute. And then we have a section for each day. I think that is so cool. It's mapped out Monday through Sunday, and then we've got this week. So we've got our top 3 for this week. We've got a section for to-do lists. You've got a section for notes and ideas. You've got a section for your shopping list. You've got weekly tracker, whatever you want to track down here at the bottom. I think that is awesome. And then you've also got to prep for next week. So you got a section to kind of get you ready for next week. I'm bumping the camera, but y'all work with me, okay? All right, so let's see. You got that for each week broken down. So that is super cool. And then it starts over again for February. Now, at the back of this planner, we also have notes, a section for notes. And what I decided to do in my notes section was actually do my sinking funds tracking. So I'm going to show you that as well. But you've also got stickers. We got stickers, stickers, and stickers, which is awesome. You've got appointments, travel, all the special days of the year, lunch, appointments, party. You've got stickers, stickers, and stickers. That's super cool, okay? Affirmations, important to-do list stickers. So I think the stickers, you know, I'm a sucker for stickers. I don't know if y'all knew that or not. Okay, so let's get on back into what did I actually do? How am I going to use this planner? How is it going to be useful to me? And perhaps the way I'm mapping out my planner, maybe you will find it to be helpful for you as well. Now, I get paid every 2 weeks on my job. So what I decided to do, I decided to go through and map out each actual payday. And the reason being is because what I have found that the reason why I haven't used planners all the way throughout the year is my lack of setting them up, meaning I need to go through and I need to put everything that I need to put in this planner. So I'm not leaving anything to chance, because what happens is that Crystal will start out really good and really productive with the planner, and then I will fall off. I went through my happy planner phase, and I've got a bunch of happy planner products, not really using them, only really cracking my planner open at payday. I'm going to be honest, okay? So, what I'm doing this time, I'm doing it really, really different in the sense of I went through and I wrote down every single birthday for all my kids, my grandkids, my nieces. I wrote all of their birthdays down. So, my siblings, I wrote everybody's birthday down. I'm actually, want to be able to know everybody's birthday because so many birthdays and everybody has. We can go to the month of November and we can see back here, look at all these cupcakes. We've got Justice's birthday here. We've got the twins' birthday here. We've got the baby twins' birthdays here. We've got Candace's birthday. We got Gregory's birthday. We got a lot of birthdays, okay? Then the next thing that I did was I went through and I literally put down every single payday for the entire year. So every payday, every 2 weeks is already mapped out. There's a payday, there's a payday. Okay, how many paydays am I going to have in this month? And then how many paydays, because there is about a couple of months that I'm going to get paid 3 times. Okay. So the next thing that I decided to do was I decided to go ahead and write down my bills that I have, and I decided to put them on the side. So now let's talk about my bills. All right, I got about 8 to 9 bills that I'm paying out, and I put them on each payday. The reason being, if I want to pay it full out on that first payday, or if I want to divide it up. Okay, now let's go over what those bills are. My tithe, I'm going to always have my tithe on here. I've got subscriptions on here, but what does the subscriptions entail? I have some subscriptions that I have that I'm doing them as sinking funds because of the fact they are subscriptions that I have, and they're not something that's every month. Some are, some aren't. So as far as those subscriptions go, those are my KinMaster, which is my editing software. I also have a Photo Room, which is some editing software. I have Thumbnail Maker, which is editing software. And then I have my Sam's Club, honey. My Sam's Club, Crystal does a sinking fund for the Sam's Club. We're going to come back to that in just a minute. I just wanted you all to know what my subscriptions are. Now let's go over what my bills are. Tithe, subscriptions. One of my grown children, I pay a bill for them every month. City of HP, Duke, P&G, Wells Fargo, True Line, HOA. Now, I can pay them out of just this payday, or I can divide it up between the two. It's just my preference. Whatever I would like to do, that's up to me. And however you want to do it, whatever works for you is what works for you. But what I'm finding is the less I've got to write down, the better off for me, because I'm going to mess around and I'm not going to write it down. Now, the helpful thing is now all I got to go through is just go and say, okay, this has got to be paid by this day. So I need to make sure if this bill is due on the 8th, then I need to make sure it's paid by the 2nd of February. Out of the 2nd of February's pay, because the 16th is going to be too late. Does that make sense? All right, let's move on to the sinking funds. Literally, you can see that I did it for every single month. Every single month. Same thing, okay? Let's go back here to the sinking funds, and I'm explaining to you how I did my sinking funds and what I did as sinking funds, okay? I'm doing a sinking fund for birthdays. See, little cupcake? I'm doing a sinking fund for birthdays. And how I mapped out my sinking funds, I mapped them out for the entire year, and all I did was wrote my paydays down. I made this grid. This is just the notes page. All I did was drew lines down the page. Then I turned around and I made the paydays. I put all the paydays for the entire year here, okay? So what's going to happen is, depending on how much I'm wanting to have when Christmas gets here, It's going to be determined how much I take out each payday for Christmas. And I'm going to put a plus here. The minus is if I decide to buy anything between now and Christmas, then I will turn around and I will put what the balance is and keep it moving like that. Just like a checkbook. Okay. Now, this is the sinking fund for birthdays. This is the sinking fund over here for Christmas. This side over here for the sinking fund vehicle is for a vehicle. It is for basically my taxes and my registration, because you know that comes up every year. Mine happens to be in December, so here we go. Okay. Then I have got, I just put sinking funds there. If I decide to do a sinking fund for something else, and I turn around and put savings here, and I will put savings in here each particular payday. So it's very, very easy, very user-friendly, and all I'm going to do is put my amount in and keep it pushing. Now, the next section for sinking funds is already established. Okay, this is my subscriptions section. I did the exact same thing. I put all the paydays, I listed all the paydays, but what I did different was I actually put the actual item, which the Kin Master is going to renew on June the 20th. The Kin Master is going to renew on June the 3rd, which means they're going to draft $23 out of my bank account on June the 3rd. So between now and June the 3rd, which June the 3rd would be, I'm stopping it at May 24th. Okay. I'm just taking out $2.10 every payday and putting it over. So by the time this renews, the money is just sitting there. Simple, right? Okay, the same thing for the photo room. That's why it's capping and it's stopping there. Okay, because that renews March the 24th. This one renews on what? April. This one renews April the 19th. And then Sam's Club is going to be, did I write Sam's Club renewal date down? It was July. I do remember that. Okay, so all I'm doing is setting aside $8 each payday. So when Sam's Club renews for $110, I don't have to take a whole $110 out of one of my paydays. I can just set aside $8, $8, $8. Does that make sense? Yeah. So I hope this made sense. I hope it's quite simplified for you. I hope it makes sense. Why am I deciding to do sinking funds for such small items? I'm deciding to do sinking funds for such small items because I want to make sure that I'm not going to miss this. This is a little bit of money, okay? But taking out $110 here, $70 here, it's pretty noticeable, okay? So that's the reason why I decided to do it this way. And I think it's going to be quite simple. I'm pretty sure I'm going to like it. Where are the sinking funds going? They're going to a Capital bank account, okay? So it's going to one of my bank accounts and it's just going there and it's just there. And I don't use that for anything else. So, yeah. I think that's going to be simple. I think it's going to work. Now that you have seen my planner, I hope you all understand why I felt the need to share this with you all, because you may be like me. You've purchased planners at the beginning of the year. You got all excited thinking, oh yeah, I'm going to be super organized. I'm going to have this planner for work. I'm going to have this planner for my business. I'm going to have this planner for, household stuff. And then by February, March, you ain't using none of them. That was me, okay? So what I'm doing with this one, I'm going to use this as my one-stop shop. I'm going to use it for absolutely everything. I'm going to plan out my live sales in here. I'm going to plan out my life in this one planner, and I think that's going to work for me. I really do. I mean, the fact that it has a section for what am I grateful for, I think that's great, because it's going to kind of keep me kind of in the mind space of just referencing back to this one planner, okay? And yeah. I hope it works for me. I may even offer some type of updates some monitoring of it so y'all can see as the year progresses, how did I do with it? What did I want to do different, you know, and my changes and everything. But the to-do list, the shopping list, the fact that it's got these sections for the week, that is what really kind of sold me on this planner, because I am a big planner kind of girl. I'm a big section kind of girl, meaning I like big sections. I don't like little bitty boxes. That's why the pocketbook size planners, and I have quite a few of those, don't really get used by me. They don't. They're good in theory, but it's like, girl, you don't need that in your pocketbook. I don't need it in my pocketbook, because I ain't paying bills every day. Because basically the real bulk reason for me having a planner is the bill aspect of it. I'm gonna just be honest. So yeah, I think this is going to be great for me. I do want to do some like brain dumping and, you know, okay, I want to do this type of live sale on this day. I did come up with a live sale idea, like a theme for a particular sale. And I wanted to kind of, you know, brain dump it and plan it. And maybe I can kind of, you know, commit myself a little more if I put it in my, you know, I write it in my planner. I'm coming to committing myself. All right, lovely people, that is it. I hope this video was helpful for you. If you're still watching and it was helpful for you, would you please give me a thumbs up? If you're not a member of the Classy Crew, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell for notifications, because you're going to want to know if Crystal kept up with the planner. I love you all, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.